while we're transitioning, I should probably apologize. The reason you don't know what anyone's going to speak about today is I've apparently not been able to master email. So I think Tom and the board called me 3 or 4 times yesterday and just couldn't seem to understand why can't this guy get one email right. So with that, Jerem Zenger, Auditor, Assessor's Office, sorry.
Assessor Office.
He's up.
Okay. Let's see if I can get this thing close enough here so you can hear me. Again, my name is Jerem Zenger. I work in the Salt Lake County Assessor's Office, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what the role is of the County Assessor's Office. I don't know if anyone's aware of, or knows what we do. Well, let me first outline what I'm going to talk about today. First, the role of the assessor's role in the county government, and then I'm going to talk about how we use GIS in the assessor's office and the use of pictometry along with that, and then the future pictometry, and then the MADEX, which is a new application from Colorado Customware Incorporated. Anyway, so let me proceed here. And so what does the assessor's office do? We lists, maintains, records each piece of taxable real estate or real personal property in Salt Lake County. And the Salt Lake County Assessors is responsible for the equitable and fair assessment of all taxable properties in Salt Lake County. And so we do that annually and to determine a fair market value and for commercial, residential, and other taxable property, which is personal property that businesses own. Let's see. So, I think I need to go back here. You know how to go back? PowerPoint. Left arrow? Okay.
Yeah. I'm
a PowerPoint novice. So how does the assessor's office do it all? We have to reappraise 340,000 plus parcels within Salt Lake County that are currently on the tax roll. And we have to do that every 5 years. And we don't have enough manpower to visit every property every year, so we use CAMA, which is a computer-aided mass appraisal to come up with the value for a property every year. That's done through modeling and factoring, other ways of coming up with a value. Now every year we close the rolls about this time of year. I'm supposed to be making maps like this for Lee at this moment. Lee Gardner is currently the county assessor, and he likes to look at these maps which show the percent change in value from one year to the next. He likes to get out his red pen and circle areas like this down in here. Says, what's going on there. And so this is a useful tool done through GIS to correct values that are a little out of line, like some of these red ones in here that, or neighborhoods that are gone up in comparison to other neighboring neighborhoods. So, and we break the county down into model areas and then into neighborhoods within those model areas. Now the other thing we do with GIS, when our appraisers go out in the field, they like to compare characteristics, and like on this map, they like to see the grades that are assigned to each house. I don't have a legend here, but those that are fair to poor are in orange, up to a superior quality in green. So they like to see those and compare parcels next door to see, to assign value. The other thing we do with GIS is mass updates. There's a little application or dialogue that I built into ArcMap where you can go in and select parcels. Like what is being done here is assigning traffic influence, which you can lower or raise value of a home just by the traffic influence percentage. And what's happening here is those selected parcels are getting assigned a influence percentage of 85%. So it's quick, easy way to do mass updates of many parcels instead of having going into each individual parcel within the tax system and make that change. So that's one way we're using GIS. And the other way we're using GIS is to create batches of parcels that we go out and visit. We can identify, select a number of parcels within an area or a certain neighborhood. And if those are new parcels, we can use this template here to assign values for each of these fields automatically, so we don't have to go in and do that for every single parcel as well. So another thing we've been using for several years now. Now the new thing for us in the last couple of years is pictometry, which aids us in seeing changes throughout the county. Here you see on the left is a image from 2010, I think spring 2010, and the one on the right is from this last fall, 2011. And you can see that there's been some new growth out there. And this is pictometry, this imagery that we're getting from pictometry is aiding us in the ability to see new growth and in areas that we can't drive to all the time. So if you can see this house here on the right, it's partially built, and we would want to mark that as we need to go revisit that next year because it's not complete, so it's not going to be taxed as a complete building for this year. You can also do some change detection with pictometry. Here you can see an oblique image of this house that the picture on the right was taken in spring of 2010. This picture on the left, again, in fall of 2011. And you can see that you'd never see from the street that there's a swimming pool been put in that backyard. So we can look through pictometry, go into a neighborhood and look for changes like this and pick up any new growth that maybe we missed a building permit on. So and that's helping us keep everything fair, right? Okay, so this is a screenshot of pictometry itself, or the electronic field study program that they make available. And you can view parcels from several different angles, as well as straight down, ortho image there in the middle. And all I've done, they provide some measurement tools within that program, and you can measure the outlines of things, of buildings, swimming pools, decks, porches, and get the square footages of those, and the height. They have a height tool as well built into this. Other products that pictometry making available to us, extensions for ArcMap. You can view those images right inside ArcMap. They also have Pictometry Online, which makes those images available through a web application. Hopefully the county will be, if we can get the funding, be able to purchase that, and that would make these images available to anyone within the county or anywhere. So you could just come in and pull up that online viewer and view those oblique images. And they also make through that web hosted API. And if you want more information about pictometry, there's the URL address. Now, the assessor's office, we also are working on a online web application. This is the image of it. It's JavaScript based. I started with the Flex, but after talking with Scott last year, I decided to go with the JavaScript because it gave me a little more flexibility, and Flex was just way over my head. So, and Let me go ahead and, if I can, real quick, see if I can jump on my computer, and I'll show you that live. Let's see here. Don't you hate that?
I really feel bad what you're done.
Okay. Apparently I'm done. Well, that's it right there. And you can click on a parcel or click in there and it'll zoom in and you can make those parcels. You can see the parcel information over here. This will be available online hopefully soon. And we'll go ahead and get out of that. And the next step is Maddox, and that will pull all this information into one program that we can view the street map, aerial imagery, and the parcel information within that. So if you have any questions about that, you can get with me afterwards. All right, thanks.
Jeremy and I are starting a business. We've got some surplus canopies, some camouflage netting. If you'd like to get hooked up with that so you can cover what you're doing in the backyard, we can definitely hook you up.